guys, and welcome back to Man Cave Collectibles, coming at you today with an extremely cool review. We have in the Super7 ThunderCats. So today we're going to start off with the Lion-O figure. So jumping right on into the box here, you can see we've got, it's basically just a cardboard cover box that he comes in. It's got the ThunderCats logo and name here, kind of written in that 80s style ThunderCats writing. Got a line on the packaging. Super7's got their logo on the bottom, and that's really it. Got a little bit of kind of legal type stuff back here in the back, but that's pretty much all that we got as far as the kind of a protective box, and I'll show you the reason why. Here's the reason. They gave us a fantastic box for this figure. I'm assuming all of these are going to probably be very similar packaging, if not exactly the same, minus maybe the change here in the name. But these boxes are extremely classy looking. You could almost just display this box as a background for these figures. Really look fantastic. We got the real nice logo emblem here for ThunderCats. Again, kind of that 80s style writing that we saw. A little bit of logoing there for Super7. You have your character name here just below the slipcover, and I'll show you that here shortly. This is part of the Ultimates line, so that's what this is referring to. They're calling these the ThunderCats Ultimates line. Then on the back, that same ThunderCats writing. It does say here, contents, one figure with accessories here. Now, what's really cool about this is a slipcover, so you just slide this up and off. We'll set that to the side, and you have the reveal of your figure. Love this. This is definitely one of my favorite boxes that I've seen yet. So jumping right on into what we have here, we've got nice window packaging here with Lion-O, very visible. His accessories are very visible. We can see the extra head sculpt. So if you wanted to display it, this is a very classy box. It's going to display very well if you're an in-box collector. So you have that going as far as this line is concerned. As we spin on around to the back, we got some real nice promotional artwork showing a lot of the main characters, really I guess the main cast, especially for those first couple of episodes. It says here, smart, fast, and skilled as a warrior, Lion-O is the prince turned king of the ThunderCats. A boy when they fled Thundera, he now, as a young adult, has the mind and temperament of a 12-year-old. So he has some maturing to do. His exclusive weapon, the Sword of Omens, gives him the power of sight beyond sight and makes him the dire enemy of evil Mumra. So pretty cool little write-up for Lion-O. Looks like maybe they're going to just do a little write-up on each individual character as you collect them and move through them. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of his packaging and see what we got. Alright guys, so we got Lion-O out of his packaging and on a review table. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the accessories that he comes with. So the first thing we'll take a look at, we do have the Book of Omens here. Looks really nice. Nice sculpt. Paintwork is good. You can see there we have the ThunderCats logo there on it. The paint is really good for that to be such a small, you can see such a small little area, small little sculpted area. They did a good job staying in the lines, keeping it nice and neat. We also received an additional head sculpt here for Lion-O. I love this head sculpt. Probably will be the one that I pose him with. Looks really good. The paint work, the detail looks really good on that. You can see they did a good job here in the eyes, around the eyes with the paint. Teeth look good. Hair fully sculpted in there, painted. Okay. We got the Sword of Omen. So this is just a molded plastic gray, but we do have some paint here on the hilt area. Got that nice ThunderCats logo there. A little bit of blue on the hilt. Looks good. Mine has something weird out of the packaging here. You can see, I'm not sure what that is. Looks like it may come off since this is just molded gray plastic. I think I'll be able to clean whatever that is off, but come out of the package that way. But they did a pretty good job here around the eye to keep it in the lines, not really have much paint bleed over. Did good there. Now, we got a couple options as far as the claw shield. So he comes in the package with this claw shield, which you can take a look here and see you're able to pull the Sword of Omen out of this one. So see the small peg hole here, and then there's a peg right here on his hip. You just peg that into the hip, and that's how it stays hooked to his side. But this one looks good. This one reminds me more of probably the cartoon, just that glossy finish to it. The cartoon one didn't necessarily have you know, fur per se that you could actually see in the cartoon, but this is a really nice addition. This one also has the peg hole. The difference here is the Sword of Omen will not come out. It is molded. You can see it's molded into the claw shield, but it looks really good. I like both of these. One thing we can see is these are slightly thinner than the ones that are made for his you know, as a peg, you know, for the peg hole on his arm, so he can wear these. So you can see they're a little thinner. So we'll set those to the side, and we'll take a look at the two that are meant for him to wear. So the paint and sculpt is, you know, virtually the same, outside of the fact it's a little thicker. You can see here we do have the peg holes there in them, and those are articulated peg holes. They do have a little ball joint down in there to where you can move them around, so you don't lose all that articulation when you place these on his left hand there. But these look really nice. And then we also get some additional hands. The hands that he has there, kind of semi-relaxed, open hands. And then we get 4 additional, really just gripping hands here. You can see that. And then 2 more. The gripping hands. So really nice. Let's jump on into looking at Lion-O. All right, guys. So pulling Lion-O up here close to our camera, so we can just take a look at this face. This is the face that he comes with out of packaging. So it looks really good. The sculpt is really about the same, with the exception of the open mouth versus the closed mouth. And then as we continue to move down, paint looks pretty good. I'm going to talk about some things here. You can see right here on my bicep, we do have some red paint smear there. So it's a little bit discouraging, but you know, it is what it is. We see this so much with figure companies. You can see up here on the back of his neck, we've got a little bit of red paint smear there. Here's the peg that we talked about. So while we have it real close, I'll show you kind of how that works. So we have the little peg hole here and the peg there, and you basically just pull this up and just pop it right on that peg. It's very simple. It's not hard to do at all. It doesn't feel like it's gonna you know, break off or anything like that. Very easy to do. So we'll keep that off just to keep it out of the way. As we continue making our way down, we got a little bit of either paint chipping or again, red paint there. And then probably for me, the most annoying portion of just kind of the sloppy paint work is right here around the belt area. You can see in the abdomen area, we got something weird going on. It's almost like it's pitted, you know, in the paint itself. And then right here, just around, you know, his ThunderCats emblem, you know, we got a lot of just red, messy paint kind of up and around that. And you know, one issue is when I bought this original line, that was something I did notice, was that there was some paint issues, some QC issues with those. So when I sold them, I kind of told myself, surely that will be fixed with Super7 taking it over, but it appears that we're running into the same issues here, at least with Lion-O, who I know is just a reuse of that same you know, sculpt, that same body that we got the first time. Boots here look really good. All right. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a close-up of this guy. As far as articulation, get that head down to about right there. Lots of up. which is good. We can get the full 360 there on the head, so that's good. We can get those shoulders up to about right there. We do have a bicep swivel right here, so we can get a full 360 on that. No problem getting the arms full 360 around. Single jointed elbows there. We got just kind of your traditional hinge joint there for the wrist articulation, full 360. We got nice ab crunch here. We can get back and forward a good bit. Mine's a hair loose, but not so much that he's going to fall over. It's going to cause any problems there for him. We don't have any. Oh, we do. Okay, it was just tight. I had to kind of break it loose. Maybe it's like the paint was connected. So we do actually have a swivel in the waist. That's fantastic. I didn't think I had that, and it just happened to break loose there for me right here on camera. So that's good. We can get the splits out to about right there. You've got a little bit of rotation here in the thigh. Yeah, it looks like we can get that rotated around. So that's good. No thigh cut there. Single jointed knees. You can see there. Single jointed knees. Got a cut right above the boot there. So we got a calf cut. And then as far as the ankles here, we can get them up, down, lots of down, and then side to side plenty. So we got good articulation there pretty much from the knee down. So I'm very pleased and happy with that. All right, let's see here if we can pop off. We'll pop this head sculpt off here and pop on our alternate, which I think is probably the one I'm going to be using. All right, so there is our updated head sculpt on him. That looks really good. We'll go ahead and pop off our wrist here, and let's pop on his claw shield. So that looks fantastic there. Really like the way that looks. Probably my biggest issue here is just going to be how I'm going to display this guy. You know, we're going to use this, you know, Sword of Omens, this Book of Omens. How am I going to display him? So there we go. All right, guys. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring in some additional figures from some other lines just to kind of show you a size comparison with this guy. All right, guys. So here we go with some size comparisons. We got just kind of your standard 6-inch Marvel Legends Cyclops, and we've got the new NECA Raphael from the cartoon line. So you can see these are all standard. These are going to stand about a 7-inch scale since they are a good bit bigger than your Marvel Legends. We're going to get a Super 7 Ninja Turtle line, which is actually on the way now. I'll be receiving that probably later this week and start doing some reviews once I finish up the ThunderCats. So we'll see how they look in comparison. But this is your standard 7-inch scale line. Overall, guys, I am happy with this figure. I love the sculpt on him. I'm a little disappointed for the paint, the QC issues that we talked about there as far as the paint is concerned. I really thought Super 7 would have that issue fixed up. That was something we dealt with the Mattel release during the subscription program when we originally got these figures. So definitely some room to grow. Missed opportunity there to really kind of give the collectors a really well done figure from a paint perspective. But again, I think the sculpt is really good. Hopefully, as these waves continue, they'll be able to fix those paint flaws, those paint and QC issues. Leave some comments down below, guys. What do you think of this? Are you picking up this line? Are you interested in it? If you already have it, how was yours as far as paint QC issues? Did you see any of the paint issues that I've seen with mine today? Hit that like button. It helps this video get shared with others. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Until next time.